I cut them off, you cut them off. And I'm like, I'm feisty now. I am rude.
Tink ta true. Like that's what it is.
That doesn't even make sense. You're not doing it right. You're gonna get fired. Yeah. I don't want to be lonely no more. No. We also share DNA with primates, so I mean.
Okay.
Boing.
Yo, don't try to act like I'm stupid.
All right, that's
Perfect.
Welcome, guys, to another episode of Sincerely Millennials. Once again, I'm your host, Nia Janae, and I am here with a group of my friends. Introduce yourselves. We'll go the other way around this time.
Lydia. Lydia Grigori.
I feel like between Farah and myself, y'all should know us by now. My name's Raph.
I think you guys are a solid like 8 episodes in now.
100%.
I mean, they're
Regulars.
Below. They're down below. They're at the ad. After today,
Yes.
Lydia's a regular too.
But thank you for coming back and joining us today, guys.
You know.
Oh, we got
kinda
swag
looks like
too.
It looks like we did a
Ow.
wardrobe change. I'm not gonna front.
Oh.
We
I
did
just
do a
realized
wardrobe
everything on the
change.
table is the exact same. So we didn't do a really good job about that.
Y'all
What do
don't
you
need
mean?
to
I
peep
brought
our
this in.
business.
I brought-
They don't need to peep our business.
I brought.
Oh yeah. Okay. You see.
I brought
Yeah.
decor to the set.
Decor. Got it.
Cool.
Today's episode, I feel like it's kind of like, I think it's a hot topic. I feel like it's a spicy topic. I was really actually excited when I was talking to Jordan about doing this podcast about this episode and episodes kind of like it.
Okay.
The difference between family, friend, associate, and stranger. Let me make something real clear from the get-go. There is a massive difference, and I know, like, even in past episodes, like what we've talked about with the way we view family and so on and so forth, the way other people do based off of how, you grew up is very different. But
Yes.
I feel like there's actual characteristics that each one has. Mm-hmm. And just because you're related to someone, like, really need people to listen to this. Just because you are related to someone does not make you family. Mm-hmm. Let me say it again for the bitches in the back. Just because you are related to someone does not make you family. And to me, family is, it's more than just blood.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, you can be blood related to me, but if you don't have the characteristics, in my opinion, that I identify a family member with having, we're not family. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're blood related. I can't change that we share DNA.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, sometimes I'd be like, we also share DNA with primates. So, I mean, how far can we go? I'm just saying. So, again, obviously, we all have different things, but I do feel like each one needs to be identified because aside from family, like some people be thinking you're friends and you're like, no, we're associates. Actually, we're not as close as you think we are.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to know, how do you guys define each of those categories again? So what is your definition of a family member, a friend, an associate, and a stranger? Like, how do they differ to you? Actually, I want to start with Raph because I feel like Raph is going to have some good gems to spit.
I've been lucky
No pressure.
in my life to have a good family, a great family actually. I might call them boring at times, but at the end of the day, they're still very supportive. So I've been lucky to have that. In terms of friends, at the age that I'm at, I'm at the point where I like a small group of people, right? Probably because I don't go out too much anymore, right? And I just like that close companionship. And, I consider those people family as well. Like, you've known them for so many years of your life.
So what would you say the characteristic is between those friends that are so close to you that you consider family? Like, what would you say the characteristics of a family member are versus what just a friend are?
That's a good question. The most common answer I think you can have for that is just the how comfortable you are with those people, right? You could meet somebody. I feel like you know this. You can meet someone brand new, right, and automatically,
Me and Raph, no cap.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just get along.
What about you, Farah?
I'm very picky with my friends at this stage in my life. Believe it or not, like, if you guys know me, everyone always says that I'm a very, like, social person. I'm a social butterfly. I can certainly hold my own in a crowd. Like, you put me in any setting, I can hold my own. Mm-hmm. But I'm actually I'm a loner. I consider myself a loner. I prefer to do things by myself. I have no problem being alone. Mm-hmm. And so therefore, I have the attention span for, like, one friend at a time. I've never been that person that's had big groups of friends and hang out with like, you know, like the class clown and everybody knows you. That was never me. I'm a very one-on-one. I put like, if you're my friend, you're my friend. I put like, you know, my 100% into that. And I can't give 100% of that to like 6 people. It's very like small for me. So like, as she knows, for example, like she's my only friend that I really can talk to on a daily basis and like never get bored to talking to her. Like I can talk every single day. Other than her, my boyfriend is the other person that's like that. I don't like to be on the phone. I'm on the phone.
The disrespect of this motherfucking Airbnb. This bitch knew that I was recording a motherfucking podcast.
I did not want to like bring attention to it. I'm like, we're not even gonna talk about what just happened.
I am. I'm shouting it out. I'm calling it out. Yo, fam, Stefan, Wagwan.
She said Stefan.
That's their names.
Stefan and Stephanie.
Dead.
Stefan and Stephanie.
Really?
Are you? Oh, you're for real?
I'm not capping. That's their names.
Oh.
Are they siblings or like a couple?
No, they're married, I think.
Oh, a couple.
What are
Wait,
the
so when
odds?
they changed their name, the one like really changed their name to like.
Can they hear us?
Probably.
Didn't even think
It
about
said
that.
Stephanie, and or maybe I'm not saying. Okay, maybe not Stefan, the way people say Steven, whatever. Fuck it. Still
But he
not a
spelled
brand
it with
name.
an S-H, an S-T-E-P-H. Yeah. I hate when Steven spelled their names like that.
I thought you were gonna say he spelled Stephen with an S-T. Like, how else would you spell it?
She means the PH,
Yeah,
like instead of the
sorry,
EV.
Yeah, the S-T-E-P is right. Anyways, but yeah, no, at this stage in my life, like I don't have tolerance for people. It's like if my relationship with you is hard, like if you don't bring joy into my life, then I don't want to be friends with you. And these guys have been around me for God. I've known you for 4 years now. Jordan for 5. Met Raph through Jordan. So these guys have been around me for many years now. They've been around my family. Like you guys are family at this point. Like if we're having a family event,
We
and
spent Christmas at her house.
if they're not invited, my mom's like, "What's going on?" Like,
Where are they?
Yeah, even her. My mom's like, "Are you not coming?" Like what's like
Her
what?
mom
Like,
does check me quite
Yeah.
often.
she spent Christmas Day at my house. Yeah, she slept over actually Christmas
Like
Eve.
even if she knows I'm coming over, she'd be like, "You know, come." I'm like, I said I'm coming. Like, it's,
yeah, she tried to snatch her. I'm like, Mom, she
I
already
already
confirmed.
agreed. I
Like,
confirmed. I'm coming.
don't
Like,
scare her
I'm-
now.
I'm available.
But
That's
yeah, no,
rare
these,
though. That's rare.
Yeah, you
It's
know-
so nice to have that.
for sure. But you know, my mom is also. She knows that if I bring you to the house, like she knows I love you. So that's why
Yeah.
she's like, okay, if you brought them to the house, then I love them too. So these guys are family to me at this point. And that's because I can truly be far around them. Like, I don't have to think twice. I say what the fuck I want, when I want, how I want, as raw as I want. And they have accepted me for who I am. And I know they don't judge me. And those are the people I consider family. When I can truly be like, say the ignorant, stupid shit that I say all
I mean, don't
the
get it
time.
wrong. We check her, but
All
we
the
check her in
time.
private. We don't check her
And
in
that-
public.
and that's another thing too. Only family can check me. If we're acquaintances, don't fucking correct me. Don't you dare.
It's actually gotten like pretty bad with us too. Like
100%.
or it's not bad with us, but like because we've worked together, we've actually been, and you've seen this, Jordan. Like we'll actually be having a conversation, and because
Like
she's
full on
Guyanese
screaming at each other, like,
and
we're
I'm
just
Jamaican and Cuban,
full
and
on,
we're
like,
screaming at each other.
The fuck no.
Like you're fucking stupid. I don't know what you're talking about.
Stupid.
And we're clapping. Like that doesn't even make sense. You're not doing it right. You're gonna get fired.
Yeah.
Done.
And
And then
then
people will
everyone's
come
like,
back afterwards and like, what's wrong with you and BB? And we're like, what are you talking
I'm
about?
like, bitch, log out. We're going for lunch. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, yeah.
And they'd be like,
know what
so
I
you guys
mean?
just
Like,
argued, and I'm like, we weren't arguing, we were talking.
It is a
loud.
creative discussion, is what we like to call it.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? And that's our relationship, where we
Yeah.
can go at each other, and she'd be like, "No, you're you're
It's
wrong.
like a sister almost.
You're dead. Yeah, exactly." And then right off, we're like, "Okay, so are we gonna get ice cream? Like, you were trying to go to movie right now?"
DQ or Baskin Robbins?
Straight up.
No, it's
Straight
dead
up.
ass, like, we'll be
It's
sitting there like,
always
are we getting
Baskin Robbins,
Wendy's
okay? It's never a
or
question of a DQ. It's
We getting West
always
Indian
Ba-
food? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
Like,
straight
let's go.
up.
Now.
And so those are the
Janae
people that
switches
I
up.
consider
Sweet
family.
Jesus.
And there's no in between for me. It's either your family or an acquaintance. There's like, or like, you know what I mean? Like, there's no, you know what I mean? I don't have
So you
any
kind
gray
of
area.
remove that whole friend thing, and you're like, I only have. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, because at this stage in my life, I want to be around people that like fuel my joy. They bring, I love being around these guys. I want to be around these guys. Like, they bring me joy. We have such a fucking good time when we're together. So if I don't get that joy of being around you, then what the like?
Like, why am I here?
Like,
Right.
like my photos. That's as far as, like, you know what I mean? Like, don't even comment. Like my photos. Like, dead ass.
What about you? Like, how would you identify the differences for those categories? Friend, family, associate, stranger.
I've always had a small circle. Some of them are not part of that circle anymore, but it's always been like, I have no friends, guys. I have like 4 people.
It's
Your
overrated.
family
Yeah.
has become friends yeah, I can say that. Family has become friends. Friends have become family. I don't know how to really put it
Yeah,
for
you
you.
said it.
Friends
right
have
there.
I know
become
Lydia's
family.
situation though, but it's like you're kind of like a great example. I feel like when someone like you find your soulmate and their family becomes your family,
Yeah.
and then their family has expanded because you have like cousins and cousins have girlfriends and stuff, and they've become like this massive like not massive but a massive family, but they're really really good.
Like his family
good
is like,
group.
that's all my friends and a couple more. Like,
I
you
see.
know,
Yeah,
that
like
I've met
when you
outside,
see them
but-
all, like everyone has a spouse. Like every cousin, like they have a lot of cousins, and every
see.
cousin has a spouse, but everyone's relationship is very solid.
Yeah.
And they all get along, and I feel like that's a beautiful thing that I can see with you guys is like they all genuinely get along. They actually want to be around each other.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jasmine, by the way.
No, honestly,
Exactly.
it is something good to say because when your family become your friends,
Mm-hmm.
it's a beautiful thing. When you can like, like, yeah, we're blood and I'm supposed to like you, but I actually want to hang
to
out with
be
you.
with you,
Yeah.
Like I actually
around
really
you.
like you. Like I like your personality. Like I want to be around you, and I feel like that is for me personally. That's one of my characteristics.
Yeah.
Like when I look at the difference between each category for me, honestly, my friends have become my family. Personally speaking, like relatives to me is what I call people that are blood related to me. You're my relative. I can't change that. I'm not going to I'm not trying to make you look lower than where you're supposed to be on the totem pole because I don't share DNA with Farah. Like nothing.
Right.
We can cut each other and like swap blood, but I mean that's not gonna stick. Like
No.
I'm O negative and she's not, so I mean her blood might kill me.
But
I don't know.
she can give me blood, which is great.
Yeah,
It's good.
yeah.
good
So
it's
if
a
you
good
guys
perk
need
to
me-
have.
I mean, there's
Call me.
family I probably never met before, but then I see my friends that are family now,
A
Yeah.
lot more often.
like every day.
No, listen.
Yeah.
Some of the closest people to me are not blood related.
No,
And you
yeah.
got to think about exactly what she said. Like, there's family or relatives again that I would call them that you've never met before.
Yeah.
So does that mean if that person now drops off of comes off a plane and is in your home, you're like, okay, now I have to choose you over
Between
someone
a
that I've
person
been
that I
friends
see,
with for
yeah.
so long that I consider family? Nah, I can't do that.
No.
Again, there's characteristic traits for me that identify you as being a family member. To me, that is just a category that we've made up, just like we've made up the category of friends.
Yeah.
A relative is a relative. You can't make that up. It is what it is.
Yeah.
You share DNA with them, like I said. So for me, what I would look at it as a family member is, again, people that I talk to on a fairly regular basis.
Loyalty. is a
Loyalty.
big, big,
Oh,
big, big.
yeah.
Like, huge
Amen.
for me.
Loyalty.
Amen.
How
Just
often?
because we share, like we're related, doesn't mean you're loyal to me.
No.
That's exactly why I say, like, again,
no.
you're just a relative at
Yeah.
that point because if you're not loyal, that's a characteristic. That's a
Yeah.
difference. So loyalty. How often I talk
Honesty.
to you. Honesty.
Honesty
Do
is
you
a big
check
one.
in on me? That's a really big one for me.
Yeah.
If you don't actually check in on me,
Yeah.
I'm a really good person. I mean, aside from you, Raph, I'm sorry. I'll start doing that more often. Yeah, my bad. But I'm a really good person. I would like to say I'm fairly good at checking in on people. But I do realize as I get busier, sometimes I check in on people mainly when it's like, I know I'm going to meet up with you if we have something to do. But I'm fairly decent when I'm not busy, like I'm not overly worked, to check in on you. I want someone that checks in on me like, yo, just want to know how you are. Just checking to see how's, like, you good?
Yeah.
You're happy? Like, that's actually a really big reason how I got really, really close with Lydia, more so recently. Because after that whole situation with my mom, she's been like one of the top 5 people I say that I talk to on a fairly regular basis.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, it's that constant communication that does it, because if I'm, and not to put certain people out, like I have friends that I've known for years and years and years that I don't talk to every day.
Yeah.
But when I meet up with you, it's like we never stop talking.
Right.
Yes.
But I cannot lie and say I feel the same way with you, knowing that I don't see you as often as I do with the person I do talk to more often.
Yeah.
Like if I have a choice between hanging out with one person that we're good, we're fam, like I love you still, we just don't talk and see each other often, and hanging out with Farah, I'm gonna choose Farah.
Right.
Like I'm sorry, it's not to say that I don't
You're
love
losing,
you.
I'm sorry.
The natural choice.
She has to go there. But it's like it's the same thing. You see, but
Yeah.
same thing if it's like someone far away. But then Lydia's like, "Do you want to go to the gym?" I'm gonna choose Lydia just because I'm more constant in communication. You get more comfortable. They are very up to date with your life.
Yes.
That sort of thing. So those are characteristics to me that show this is a family member. We're past friends.
Yeah.
You're family at this point. Like if you need me to ride for you, I'm riding for you. Like you don't have to ask me twice. I don't have to second guess it. And I know it would
Exactly.
be the same thing, vice versa.
Yes.
I agree.
A friend to me is someone where I'm like, we're good. Same thing like that situation. We don't see each other very often. We don't talk very often, but I still love you. You're a friend. That's how I kind of view friends. It's like you're close to being family, but you're not quite there yet.
Yeah.
Not because there's an issue with you, but it's just because for
You
me,
don't
I
talk.
need that constant communication.
Yeah.
Like I need that in order for me to feel like I really do vibe with you like that. So those are
And I
the two
want-
differences for those two
I
categories.
want to say too, like it's not an easy thing. Like you really need to like prioritize checking in on people because it's not an
Yeah.
easy thing to do. Like it's easier said than done. Like you really need to be aware. Like okay, no, this person means a lot to me, and I value their relationship. So I need to, even though they're not messaging me, I need to do my part to be like, hey, like how are you? Are you good? Because I know I'm bad at that. Like I told her, I have the attention span for 2 people. Like that's it. Like that's my attention span. Like I'm a goldfish. So I'm really bad at checking in with my friends and being like, hey, like how are you? How is your day? You know what I mean? Like you want to talk? Like let me be an ear for you. It's hard. It's something you really need to prioritize. Because even
You're
with my
actually
mom,
really good at that though.
Me?
I would honestly say she's actually really good at that. She's at least you're much better than I am. I'm not gonna lie. Because again, when you get busy, like you just forget. It's not because you
Yeah.
don't care. It's just
No.
you forget. But as soon as someone messages me and is like, "Hey, like just checking you," it kind of like sends like a signal to me, like, "How are you actually?"
Yeah.
Like we talk about me a lot. How are you?
Yeah.
What's going on with you?
Yeah.
What do you want me to do? Like you want me to do this? Like I want you guys to be a part of the podcast. Okay, Farah, what would you like me to do?
yeah,
Okay, Lydia, you wanted like we're gonna do a workout video together. Cool. Like that's something that she needs me for, but I want to know more what my friends require of me.
yes,
And so it's not like I'm always requiring of my
Them.
friends.
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like that give and take is really
healthy.
needed.
It's a healthy
Important.
Yeah.
relationship. You know, you have a good friend when they're like, okay, you know what? Like, what do you need from me? You know, like you're always an ear for me to like vent to, but what do you need from me?
For me, what family is too is I'm sure someone has seen this like incident happen before. If you invite me somewhere and you know there's people there that I don't fuck with, if we are family, I'ma show up anyway. Like with my can-do attitude, like hi. Yo, hello. Even though I know nobody there want to see me, and I don't want to see nobody there.
Yeah.
But I'm there like, so shots, how are you? Like, I'll fake the funk for family.
Yeah.
I will fake the funk for family. If it's a friend, you invite me somewhere, and I'm like, who's gonna be there? If I say the words, who's gonna be there? That's a clear indication for you to know that we're not family.
Yeah.
Because I would never ask that of a friend. Like, I'd be like, I'm pretty sure that there's gonna be people I don't want to see there, but I'm gonna pull up.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you just gotta take a couple shots, say a prayer to Jesus, like, please don't have me rip nobody's edges today. You know, I'm just trying to be saved.
Yeah. No,
I'm
seriously.
working on me one day
You
at
But
a
I feel
time.
like-
you hope nobody tries you.
And then I'm just like, you know, you show up there like, and 1, 2, 3, hi.
But
you
it's
put
the
on-
friend
you put
that's
on the
doing the
Caucasian accent.
inviting should balance it out and do
Yeah.
all the work. Like Janae, Tom is gonna be there. I'm just letting you know.
Forewarning someone, that is a good indication as well too.
You
Like,
know?
are you nice enough to be like, you know what, I don't want to put someone in a situation that I know they're not going to completely
Or
be
like I
comfortable
invited
in.
both of you, so like let me know if you can or want to come. You know?
Yeah.
I thought Tom was a true story for a second. I'm like,
No.
oh, let's hear about this one.
I don't know
Honestly,
what
I'm
Tom.
a ride.
I don't know what Tom.
Honestly, I'm a rider. Tom can't be there. I'm sorry, Tom. Get the fuck out. Like,
Yeah, I can't do that with Farah though.
Yeah.
If there's someone that Farah don't like,
and that's the thing.
she's the one person, I can honestly say that she's the one person where I'm like, I'm not arguing with this woman right now.
Tom can't make it.
If she no,
Tom is not invited.
if she says she wants to do something, she's like, I don't fuck with them. There's a lot of people that Farah will cut off, and I'm like, Farah, that's not a valid reason why she cutting them off. And she'd be like, I cut them off, you cut them off. And I'm like,
I'm sorry, but I'm that petty friend. I'm like,
Yeah.
we're not. I'm
But
not
she's
friends with
honest
them.
and she knows that
You're
she's
not
that
friends
petty
with them.
friend.
Like,
Oh.
that's period. That's on period. Like,
so like
I'm-
even if it's like a work calling and she can be like, I don't like the way that person talked to me. Fuck that bitch.
Dead ass. And we'll be walking in the hall and they try to say hi to her and she don't even respond. I'm like, that's my bitch. She don't even respond to them.
I just hang my head low like, I'm sorry. You know.
She couldn't make it the next day. Farah shows up.
I'm walking by
looks
like, I know say
she
that bitch did not
couldn't
try
make
to
it.
say hi to my best friend. I know she didn't try to say hi to you.
And that's. She's the only person though, because you see how loud she gets? It's gonna be an issue if I even do it. She's gonna get cussed out. I'm gonna get cussed out. I don't have
We
energy.
don't want that.
Echoes. Oh, Cap, we have to believe that. You can't know where we work.
Yeah.
Our workplace echoes.
Dead ass.
Our workplace echoes. If she's loud,
It travels.
everybody
It
hears
travels.
her in
They
the
know.
whole-
They know.
Not the call
It's
center.
open concept.
Be
so.
honest, it's not just the call center that you will hear her. You'll hear her down the hall. You'll hear her by the cafeteria.
I ain't
You
even
go-
ashamed. I ain't even ashamed. Okay? They
Yo,
need to
you
know.
you entirely missed the mic just now. I saw your mouth where the mic was.
That's right.
and I'm
I
like,
ain't even ashamed.
Yeah,
Okay?
so-
I'm loud and I know it.
I just.
But I am a hundo that friend that I'm just like, it's no. But you know why? It's because I'm the type of person where like, I will trust you right off the bat. I will give you the benefit of the doubt.
See, I'm so different. I'm
Like,
the complete opposite.
Really? No.
I don't trust you until you're proven.
really?
Yeah,
See, I can't live my
same.
life like that though, because
So
for
you
me it's like
complete my
I'm not
trials.
gonna take on the burden of that. For me, no. Right off the bat, we meet each other, we vibe, we're cool. You have my trust, we are good. You cross me, you are dead to
it takes
me.
that. It doesn't
It
take a
is-
big thing for her to cross.
No,
you
it does
either.
not take a
It
big
can
thing
be
to
the
cross
smallest.
me. No,
Trust me when I say it don't gotta be a big thing.
it don't have to be a
at
big thing at all. But
all.
you
You could have had a
cross
little
me.
in your voice, and you had a bad day, and she gonna be like, "I don't fuck with them." no
I
more."
like you
And I'm
heard that
"Fuck."
bass, right? You heard that bass.
Yeah, I'm
you
like,
heard
I'm like her. Like someone passed away. She's like, "I don't give a fuck. I don't fuck with that bitch."
dead ass, dead ass.
What's
you
your
fake
sign?
ass. I'm a Leo.
She's a Leo.
Oh.
Loud
Yeah.
as hell.
That's
Leo.
why.
Like you a fake ass bitch. That's it. It's period. Like no. And so that's just what it is because I'm that person, and I'm like I'm willing to give you the benefit
I
of
need,
the doubt
no,
right off the bat.
I need to reenact this because I need people to fully understand what I'm saying because you're not gonna grasp it. So like, if we're
charades, but-
leaving our desk. You see me. You see me. I'm sitting with her. She's me. I'm her. She getting up. Let's just say our manager's right here. It's a long row of people sitting. Probably gonna be like, "Let's go, Janae." I'd be like, and then let's just say Rock is that person trying to talk to me. She's like, "She doesn't fucking talk to you. Let's go."
Like
Are you ready to leave?
I'm like I know say you saw me logged out though. I
And
know say you saw me
gotta
logged
see
out.
the strut that comes with it. She goes with the strut and she walks loud. And
I
she
walk
talks,
with a
she walks,
purpose.
and then
I
our
work with a
supervisor
purpose.
Or our manager is like, Farah. She's like, "Don't talk to me."
I'm on break. I'm not on the clock anymore. I'm on break. This is my time.
She's very nice with the managers, but the managers know that that's her personality, so they just kind of like, "Oh, I'm sorry." She's nice with the managers, so they know that that's her personality, so they kind of let her be. Like all
Yeah.
our managers are our friends.
Yeah.
Realistically speaking, like no one. So it's not like she's being rude to them. They're just kind of like, like Farah.
They know. It's
You don't
not-
have to make that
it's not-
person feel shame. She'd be like, "No, like we need to go."
You know what? Just
I'm done.
Just the other day, Nicole tried to say hi to me, and I'm just like, yeah. She's like, okay. This attitude.
Shout out to Nicole.
Shout out to Nicole.
They
okay?
follow us on
She's-
Instagram, they know.
She is
Okay.
fire. Nicole is fire, by the way. But like, she was
Nicole
like,
got
She's fired.
No, she is.
no, she's fire. As
like
in,
she's
she is.
fine.
She's all that and 2 bags of chips.
Uh-huh.
But like I hit her. She's like, hi, and I'm like, yeah. And she's like, okay, this attitude, like right here, we just need to leave. They call me BB at work. We need to leave BB alone. That's why I'm like, listen, Farah's not here. BB's here today, and she's not nice. BB's not nice.
See, but that's how Nicole would handle this. We talked to Ash. She would be like, yes. Ash would be like, do you need some time off the phones right now?
She's the best. She's a sweeter manager that's like, are
Do you want
okay?
She makes us pancake days.
Yeah. She's like, are you okay?
But that's the thing. It's like when you have certain relationships with people, you really like. That's why I'm saying you have to kind of gauge like what it's like. You know what I mean? Like, okay, we've identified friend and family. We all are very aware of the difference. Something that I don't feel like people understand the difference is between an associate and a stranger. Because people, or an associate and a friend. Because people will think like, yeah, like we're friends. No, we're work colleagues.
Straight up.
We are associates. Because as soon as I leave this building, don't hit me up.
No.
Don't call me. Don't hit me up. We're not friends. We're not hanging out. That's a big thing for us. Because when I no longer worked at the same place as her, they were like, do you guys talk? We're like, we see each other all the time. We don't know what you're talking about.
All the time.
But we understand why people view that way though, because when you work with people and you have like a good friendship, and then when you no longer work there, you're just kind of like, bye.
Yeah, straight up.
You probably messaged once or twice, and after that, it's like it kind of just goes away. Yeah, you're just like, deuces, I'm out.
No, that's me.
I'm out this bitch.
I don't want to talk to you outside of work.
No, but
Yeah, like
people,
I just don't want to.
But people mistake kindness for like, oh, like she wants to be my friend. Like, no, bitch, that's polite. It's being polite. It's a nice thing to do, is to be nice to you.
Not even that too. It's
Don't
like,
ask me to go to
I'm
lunch.
at work. I don't want to be lonely. I spend 8 hours a day, 5 days a week here. I ain't trying to be lonely. I don't want to be lonely no more. No, like I don't want to be lonely while I'm at work. Like period, point blank. Like you are there as a companion, like a dog. You are my companion.
Know it or not.
This is what we are here for. After we are done and we no longer work here, it's like it's been a nice run.
You know,
Best of luck in your endeavors.
can we get Raf's perspective on this? Because Raf doesn't work in, like, Raf is like self-employed, so he doesn't have that environment. So
I'm right with you, Janae.
Yeah?
8 hours a day, I'm lonely as hell. I completely get it. And you know what sucks? Being at a 9-to-5 job or however long your shift is, and people not talking to you when there's people around. Everyone
Thank
has
you.
been there.
actually, you know what? I'm not mad at that, because I'm at the stage now. We've been in our jobs now for 5 years, where I'm like, don't talk to me. Like, I
I
just want
can't
to walk
relate
to
to
my
her.
desk. Like,
I still work at that same establishment, and I don't like being alone. I need someone to talk
'Cause
to
you have
because
her.
if I Skype her, because we're at different locations now. If I Skype her, she take long to respond back. So who am I going to talk to until she responds?
Who are you talking to?
Customers.
Why
I'm working. do you know how many times I have her in my headphones as I'm doing my work? Like, we've been on the phone for 4 hours. I've been at my shift 4 hours, and she's on the phone with me.
I get lonely. I don't like being, and that was
Oh
a
my
big
God.
thing. Like when we actually worked beside each other, they actually moved our seats and separated us from each other's team
my God,
because
like-
they said we were too loud.
What? That
And-
crazy.
Which am I defense?
And that we
Time
didn't
out.
work effectively and we weren't doing our job properly, so they were splitting us up.
Yeah.
And we weren't going to be on the same. They were rude though. Not only did they remove us from each other's team, they done moved us to the opposite side
Dead
of our
ass.
center.
Like, I'm across the call center, like,
So they thought that was going to change something, but it didn't. We just yelled across people.
exactly. We're like, okay, y'all want it loud?
Joke's on you.
We're about to give you loud.
Joke's
right
on
now.
you. You're a telecommunications company. You see this phone right here? Uh-huh.
No, listen, we used to be doing some stupid shit, like across the call center and be like, like,
Like,
Looking like LeBron James pre-game.
yeah, literally. So we would do things like that, but it's like, you get my point. Like, when you're at work, you're lonely. It's like, you are an associate. That is your job. Play your role.
Yeah.
Or if it's like, I've met you through a friend, but I've only met you once or twice or 3 times.
Right.
We're not friends.
No.
You know my friend.
like, hit a
When-
follow, but don't DM me.
Yeah, we can follow. That's a perfect example. We can
Double
follow,
tap.
but don't DM me.
Don't DM me.
Like, don't comment.
Yeah.
No, like and comment. Sorry.
Yeah.
We need.
She said that.
Oh, sorry, yes, not in regards to the podcast, y'all. Like, subscribe, comment,
Yeah.
all of the above.
I was
Yeah,
like,
but like,
No,
correct.
don't do
You
that.
are
Full
correct.
plug.
Like, don't comment. Like
we
comment.
don't know each other like that.
Yeah.
And then there are strangers to me, and strangers is not just someone that like I've never met before. You're just on the road. Like those are obviously strangers. Like if I'm sitting at my desk and I've never met you before, and you get on and you're like, "Hi, how are you?" It's like, first and foremost, I need people to understand something. I'm feisty. If y'all haven't caught this by now,
Feisty.
I am rude. Thank you, Jordan. No commentary needed. I'm rude. I'm very aware that I'm rude. I'm trying not to be, I'm working, guys. I'm trying to be saved. I watch church every week. Like, I'm trying to be a Christian. I'm working on it. Wait. Straight
Save
on
her.
me.
She wants to be
I pray in
saved.
the morning. I pray at night. I pray hard, too, and it's been helping because I was a lot worse.
Listen,
I was a lot worse.
don't switch on me. I got big plans.
Yeah, so I'm trying my best, but I'm naturally quick with my responses. So when you say something that I feel like is stupid, like, I need Jesus to catch me sometimes because, like,
You are queen of sarcasm, though.
yeah, I am.
Like,
and it's
it
not going to
irritates
change.
me sometimes.
I try my hardest, but I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, no, it's not.
I'm like, can we be serious, though? Can we be serious for 2 seconds?
And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Not really. But that's the thing for me. So it's like when you're a stranger, like you're gonna get a side eye from me because it's like it seems weird. The only person that I can honestly say has ever randomly came and talked to me and I've actually engaged and been like, you know what? Cool, whatever, is Jordan. Let me make something very clear though. I thought I knew Jordan. the way he was talking to me.
Yeah.
The way he was talking to me, I thought I had already met this person. We've had a conversation, and I was just lost.
To be fair,
He just came and he was like, so da 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 da. He didn't even say his name was Jordan. He didn't introduce himself. He didn't
no.
introduce
You're supposed
himself.
to know that.
to be fair, technically Jordan did know you based on everything I told Jordan, because Jordan, you met Jordan through me pretty much. So Jordan in his mind knew who you were. I just didn't tell you what I told Jordan.
I didn't even know Jordan's name was Jordan. He just rolled up to me when I was in training, and I was like, I guess I know this person. Like, all right. Like, I was dead ass confused that I didn't even know that I didn't know this motherfucker.
He wanted to know you. That's all that mattered.
And now we're friends.
Yeah. Here we are. Now we're
The ultimate
friends
finesse.
/ colleague
Deadass.
/
Ultimate
Family.
finesse.
Family.
Yeah, we spend Christmases together.
Okay.
So that's like what I look at as strangers. A stranger is when you randomly pop up on someone, but I also feel like a stranger for me personally is like, if I've, like, you see how I said like an associate, if I've met you 2 or 3 times, maybe even 4 or 5.
Yeah.
But again, if we follow each other, that's a better indication. If we follow each other, but we don't DM, we don't comment, I don't even like all your posts necessarily.
Yeah.
We're associates. If you follow me, I might follow you too.
Yeah.
And
Might.
that's as far as that went.
Yeah.
I don't know you, motherfucker.
No, you're
No.
100% a stranger. You're 100% a stranger.
You are a stranger to me. I feel like the big thing that I want to say about this is you might know of someone, but you don't know me.
Yes.
If you can't if you can't honestly sit there, aside from what you can see on social media, and tell me 3 facts about myself, you can't even be an associate. A friend will know more than 3 facts about me. An associate will know at least 3. If you can't say 3 facts that you can't actively see on my social media, you don't know me. You're a stranger.
100%. And I agree with you.
And
like,
you're the first one to catch an unfollow when I'm trying to minimize. Sorry.
Yeah. But I agree with you in the sense too where like strangers 100% get a side eye. Like I have a resting bitch face. So it's like, don't approach me. I'm hashtag no new friends. Like I'm that person. Don't approach me. I don't want to say hi. Like I'm about to go on vacation. I already told my boyfriend. I'm like, this is our time together. Cause he's a social butterfly. He will drop in Jamaica and know 10 people before like in an hour. I'm like, I don't need that in my life right now. Just the 2 of us. I want to feel like we're in Jamaica. Yeah, we can make it if we.
I tried to do
just
this
the
earlier.
2 of us.
Might I add you guys? And they said no. 'Cause I tried to make it a different thing.
But yeah, no, I'm 100% that. Don't approach me. Don't say hello. Don't ask how I'm doing. Like, just keep your distance. We can smile at each other. You know, we make eye contact across the room. We smile. That's all you're getting from me.
Now,
That's
something
it.
to be very
Don't walk
clear is
over.
like, even though that's the way like a stranger interaction is, I'm sure you guys are probably like that too. Like I'm an extrovert introvert. I like to do things like you said on my own. Like I don't mind being alone. Like me and Disney Plus have a great relationship right now. I don't need nobody to bother me.
I think that's really healthy.
I am
Yes,
good.
it's
alone sometimes.
extremely
You know what it is?
healthy.
And some people can't do that.
No,
It's because I grew up as an only child, though. I feel like that did help me. Growing up
too.
as an only child, it's like I'm good by myself. Like I don't need a gang. Like I'm good. But then when I'm around people, would just assume like, oh, you have a lot of friends, because it's easy for me to like make jokes. Like I'm the sarcastic one, but I'm funny. Farah is a little bit more of like a bubbly person. I shade Farah. She catches it sometimes. Sometimes she don't. It's cool. And then
Sometimes
she shade
I'm
me.
hoping she doesn't
Sometimes
shade
I
me.
catches it. Sometimes I don't. But like
you always
we have
catch
like a
it.
good
Don't lie.
banter.
Don't lie to the people. You
Yeah, I
always
do
catch it.
I do.
Always. And she never lets me have it. She always calls it out.
Yeah, like
talk
if
about
she
it.
says the word wrong, I was like, that's not a word right now at all. I cut her off dead step in the middle of her story. It's
Dead
not-
step.
it's
But you know
not
what?
a
I will
word.
admit there was that one time you allowed me, and I
Yeah,
appreciate that.
yeah.
I appreciate that.
Sometimes she trips on it, and it's like, it's okay, friend.
I'm West
We did it in the
Indian.
last podcast. You
Bo-
couldn't say a word.
Yes.
You couldn't say Minsler. And I was like, it's okay, friend. You tried.
Exactly.
See, I told you,
You
Jesus has
tried.
been trying.
You guys need
Jesus
to
has been
allow
helping
me. I am West Indian. I don't like THs don't exist to me.
Yeah. Available.
Teachers don't exist here? You can't say the?
Yo, that's the one out every time because like you have to book appointments for customers. So they're like, what's your availability? And I'm like, yeah, like Thursday's available. Like, and every single time I say that word, like, yo, my whole QA team, my
What's your
manager,
availability?
everybody always, I'm like, guys, it doesn't matter how much I try. In a sentence, it's available. Like,
No, the
That's
best
what
part
it
with
is.
her though is when she tries to say
Unavailable.
certain words, she'll be like, I bet it, I bet it, and she keeps doing this mode, like, I bet it, I did.
Say
I bet it.
three.
And I'm like, I know what you're trying to say, just stop.
Say 3. Say 3. Just 3.
it's tree.
Just try it.
It is what it is. It's tink ta tro true. Like that's what it is. Like THs don't exist to me. It doesn't.
Go on,
and
friend
I need
Nabata.
y'all to allow me.
Yo.
Oh my god.
No, but it's
The
like
THs
those are
are
THs, but sometimes Farah legitimately says like a regular word completely wrong. And I'm like, what did you say?
Like
What
what?
fucking word is that?
What?
I can't even remind. It
One
happens
of-
so often.
I
I can't even
remembered-
catch it. I'm just
No,
like
I remember matras is one of them.
Mattress.
mattress.
I've heard
She means mattress. She means mattress.
mattress.
She was like mattress. I'm like,
I
I'm
was
sorry.
like,
What
yeah,
did you say?
You know, I'm moving. Like, we're going to the new house. Like, I want a whole new mattress. Like, I don't even want this shit. And she was like, you want a what? I was like, a mattress. And she's like, bitch, what the fuck are you saying?
What do you use it? How do you
And
use
so I
it?
had to break it down. I'm like, yo, the thing that you lay on that goes on your box spring. Like,
And hear me, my
A
sarcastic.
sleeping bed.
Hear me. I'm like, you mean a mattress, you dumbass?
I was like, that's what I said.
It's like, no.
Yo, deadass, only like 2 years ago I realized I was saying that wrong. Like, just like,
And like any
At
big
the ripe
words
age
like
of 24.
perpendicular, things like that,
Yeah.
she's not gonna get it
It's
right.
not
And then I
happening.
usually correct her because I don't want her to go on road and say it incorrectly, and then someone else be like, "What is this dumbass trying to say?" Like she don't know no type of nothing. I don't want that to happen, so I try to correct her, and she's like, "You know what I meant?" And I'm like, "No, say it with me."
We gotta dip this in the butt right now.
Like,
That's the
say
one
it
that-
with me.
Word that you didn't know.
There's a lot of words I don't know. People.
he's my fellow West Indian brother. He understands. He understands my struggle.
I'm trying to remember what the
And I'm like, yeah, like it's
But yeah.
Phonetically.
Do y'all know what phonetically
I'm
means?
honestly gonna sit here and say I don't know what that word is.
Well.
Okay, no,
Well, we 50-50
So
now.
a fanatic
I was gonna
is
say it's a
someone who's,
Caucasian
like,
word, but she doesn't
obsessed
know
with
it either.
something.
Phonetic. Phonetically.
Oh,
So like
never
almost
mind.
like hypothetically.
I heard the completely different
I
word.
heard matras.
Phonetically means it's like something is spelt how it sounds. Like it's
Oh.
spelt phonetically.
Word of the day.
So real quick.
Phonetically.
This will take 10 seconds. Me and him got into. I don't want to say we got into an argument, but we got into a little bit of heated, right? Because
Raph and I rarely ever argue about shit. Like, not like argue. I might say something he disagrees with. He might say something I disagree with. But really,
Which is a lot of the
like,
times.
Come at each other. I was like, you know, like phonetically. He's like, I don't know what I mean. I'm like, the fuck you don't mean you know what phonetically means? I'm like, how do you not know that?
Yeah.
And then he's like, yo, don't try to act like I'm stupid. Like, don't call
right,
my
that's-
name. I'm like,
for
I have to bleep that.
for the story.
Yo. Rav said,
crying.
"Don't try to make me look like I'm an
Don't
idiot."
act like I'm stupid.
Yo, rep your shit.
I'm like, you don't know phonetically?
Defend yourself, Rav.
Yeah.
Yo, let's just call it for let's just give the story some plots and twists. So for the sake of the conversation, yes.
Do I need to
But-
come in there or not?
Nah, you good.
He's
Anyways,
like,
we-
you don't need to see that on camera.
we got into a bit of a debate about how many people know what the word phonetically means.
Well, I think Rav just won that because we all didn't know what the fuck that word
Exactly.
is.
Well, it's
What is that,
3-2.
3 out of 5?
It wa-
Did not know.
But
Actually, 4 out of 5
That's right, you
didn't
didn't know
know.
either.
yeah, he told me what I meant. I'm like,
that's
okay,
right.
true.
That's
And then when we were going to Bali, after our 23, well, you've been to Thailand, so you know how the journey you got to take to get to the other side of the world. When we were almost land. He made a joke on the plane about phonetically, and then he's like, hey, you know what? There's people around. Let's test this theory of how many people know it, right?
Didn't.
So my
Only Jordan would think like, you know what? We're on a plane. It's compressed.
It's
We
only
can't go
Jordan.
nowhere.
So
Let's
my-
have a debate.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't kill me on this plane.
Yeah. So the two people that was with us, he's like, hey, Melissa, Ash, do you guys know what phonetically means? And relatively quickly, they're like, is this like a test or something? And then they're like, it means like to pronounce a word, right? This guy. But I just took the lead. Thanks,
Jordan's
guys.
like, point, proven.
I'm like, I don't know the word phonetically. Like
Till
I never
today,
knew until
till
today.
I just took the lead on how many people know that. Because my argument was,
Yo,
I'm.
tell Tell the people that
You know what it
comment.
is? The reason why, like, comment below if you knew what phonetically meant
And
Yes.
be honest.
before this. Don't
I mean, they
don't
got
cap,
Google
don't
right-
lie.
ready
Like,
to
if you
go.
really didn't know, you really didn't know. Like, I'm not stupid. I know a lot of words,
Yeah.
but I've never had someone
I
have
thought
a
you would-
conversation with me.
I thought you would have known that
Exactly.
word. I was
I
totally
would've thought
expecting you
I
to
thought
know.
he said fanatic.
I
I was like, I know what that means.
Yo,
he said
I-
phonetically. I thought it was like a play on hypothetically or
yeah,
something like
I was
that.
like,
I'm
I know what a fanatic is.
No, I didn't think you made it up. I just didn't know what it was. I was trying to guess. Like, you know when you like think of a word
Yeah.
and you don't know it,
In the
you
sen-
hear portions of that
also-
word and you try to think, okay, what does the other word that I know that has
Use it in a
phonetically mean?
sentence.
Yeah.
And try to like make that match.
So that's
And
why
that was
you
my
thought
point.
it was.
Yeah, I'm a scholar. I try to figure it out instead of
And
giving
that
up.
was my point because I thought that he could have. I was gonna use another word that I feel like a lot of people don't use.
Say it.
I was like, I thought he would have been able to ascertain what the meaning was.
I know what ascertain means.
Do you know what ascertain means?
Yes, I know what
You know
ascertain
what
is. I've heard that one
That's
before.
I know what that word means.
Okay. Good- No,
But we don't know what
I don't know.
phonetically
Not
meant.
made
I
down,
know.
no. But
How many times have you rolled up on a teacher and they were like, phonetically?
Not
No,
much.
but-
I'm like,
But-
is that a
but
game?
here's the thing,
Kinetics?
perspective,
Is that a game?
perspective,
I didn't even hear that in
me,
it. It wasn't in what was that movie with Kiki Palmer, The Spelling Bee?
I've never seen it.
It wasn't in that movie. I don't know it.
I'm done. I'm absolutely, completely
I
done.
figured because of the sentence I was saying, even if you didn't,
You'd be able to
didn't
get
know,
what it meant.
You would be able to
So
guess.
what did you? What was your sentence?
That's fuzzy now, but
Like, you're not
must
like-
have been
you know,
something
like,
to
you
pronounce a
don't-
word.
How do you spell such and such? And I was like, oh, it's spelled phonetically.
Yeah, something.
So the way
like
that it sounds.
Right.
Right.
I see.
So I
Like knife
Like
isn't
the
spelled that way.
TH.
But I'm not gonna lie. If I was Raph, I would have hit him with it's spelled like who?
a who phonetic.
Yeah, right.
Who that?
Oh, that.
Where you from?
No, so
Anyway, sorry for derail. I apologize.
No, it's okay.
I don't know how we got to the spelling bee from friends, family, and associates and strangers, but thank you guys for having this conversation with me.
Yes.
Again, make sure you guys comment below if you know what phonetically means, because I feel like
This debate will continue.
once this episode comes out, actually, like we need to actually do like a poll. Like I think that's what like I need people to comment, and then I need people to go and do a poll
Okay.
on like
I'm
our
down.
Instagram, because I don't really believe that most people know that word.
I'm gonna
See,
ask.
and I believe that a lot of people do. That's just me.
I mean, it's
When
not a
did
word
you
that
hear
you just.
that word?
Yeah.
Before we even go anywhere. How?
I don't know, but
Guys,
you know
it's
what?
Jordan.
It's perspective though, because what is normal to me might not be normal to someone.
Like,
else.
did your mama was like, yo, Jordan, you don't say that phonetically? You don't write that phonetically? Does like your mama say that?
And
Like,
you know what's hilarious actually is I didn't actually learn English in school. I learned it outside of school.
oh
I
yeah, you
learned
speak
English.
another language, don't you?
That's right.
But,
He's
but
French.
the fact that I know certain words that
I love that I
people-
did this like it wasn't a good thing. Like,
Yeah.
You don't do the English. No, but the fact
It's
that
okay,
I
he
went
does
to-
French,
the
it's just
first
as good.
time I went to school in English was high school.
Really?
That was my first time doing school in English. So it's always.
Did
been
you know how you say phonetically in French?
Listen,
Oh, burn, 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 burn.
I know it.
Which
in
means
English,
that
guys.
Jordan didn't know what phonetically meant until high school.
And that's all that matters.
And it's only because he was learning English.
anyway,
Burn, burn, burn.
my mom made sure that I read it.
See how I turned that around? Don't worry, I got you, Raph.
Raph was
Thanks,
not
Janae.
even paying attention to us.
he was
I'm
not.
listening. I'm listening.
So that just goes to show you didn't know it till high school, and the only reason why is because you was learning English, so you have to read the dictionary.
I
Don't
knew
care.
that about Jordan
Comment
though.
below. Comment
Yeah,
below.
comment below. But I do want to make people understand. Like, I don't feel like it's a bad thing to be an associate and not a friend. I don't think that's a bad thing. Like,
It's
there's
not,
room.
no.
It's
Yeah.
just different relationships.
I was
And
about to be
there's-
so
there's less
spacey. I was about to say there's room for
responsibilities.
improvement.
There's less responsibilities
That
being
is
an
true.
associate. You know what I mean? You don't have to be honest with that person. You don't have to have their back. You don't have to like go out of your way to do things for them. You don't have to like, you know what I mean? It's a simple relationship. If you're gonna take on the burden of like, I'm responsible for this person's feelings, I would never do anything to hurt her or jeopardize her. If you're gonna take on that burden, make sure you're doing it for someone you genuinely know is gonna do it back for you.
Yeah, because the one thing you never want to do is put yourself in a predicament, I feel like, where you're claiming that you're friends with someone or you're family with someone and you love this person, and then you don't have the actions to back it up. Like, just as much as you have characteristics that you have set for those boundaries for people, yo, G-check yourself as well too. Like, make sure that you're doing that for them. If you're saying, yeah, this person's family, like it is what it is, which people throw that slang around way too damn much, first and foremost.
Yes.
If you're saying you're family with people or whatever, if you hear somebody talking about them, you need to nip that in the bud while you're there.
Exactly.
Because
Like,
the
people
big,
don't know the difference.
yeah, and that's why I want to do this. Like, you need to know the difference between what you actually are with someone, because you might be like, yeah, no, me and this person are family, and you're like, you know, no, we're more like friends, like almost associates. Like, you don't know until you make those boundaries. But I mean, I feel like this could also do maybe a part 2. Maybe, we'll see.
No,
but
I do think we need to touch on it again.
but again, for anyone that's watching, please make sure you've figured that stuff out, especially people that maybe aren't even millennials but younger than us. Figure that stuff out from now, so you're not going into your 20s.
Older too. I feel like just
Yeah.
because you're older doesn't mean you know.
Just
because
because you've known somebody for like, I've known like, yo, the big
No.
thing that people hit me with is, I knew your mom for 24 years. That's great, bitch, because I don't know you. So clearly, y'all wasn't that motherfucking close.
I gotta say something real quick. Be careful of the people who like really want to know you, because sometimes there's people out there that just want things for their own benefit, and they have a hidden agenda for
intentions,
you.
yeah.
They have their own
But to touch on Raf's point, at this stage in our life, you should already wean those people out.
yeah,
And just say-
and
that's something you
we're-
need
just
to
weed them out
mid-20s.
from the beginning.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
Because
yes.
people are gonna come.
You shouldn't be going into your mid to late 20s still worrying about that.
Yeah.
Those people that been cut off right out of high school, y'all got dropped.
That's why I can't
You
trust
know-
people right off the bat.
You know what though? The reason why I'm like that is because I used to have my guard up, and I used to be that very reserved. Like, y'all can't talk to me. You can't come see me nowhere and come up and say hi to me. I used to be that much of a petty bitch that I'm like, you know what?
I'll be honest, I was a very yo and hello with Farah. Like, I'm on your team. Get used to it.
Actually,
were
we met
before?
even before that. But
We did meet before
yeah.
that. But you get my point, though. I
Yes.
was very much like, Team Howard.
Yeah, no, dead ass. Dead ass. But yeah, no, I feel like you need to wean those people out. And the reason why I'm like that is because I just can't take on the burden of trying to figure you out. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna be the good person. God knows my heart. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. But you fuck me over, you're dead to me. Just know that. Just know that because I'm like that, and I will give you the benefit of the doubt right off the bat. You fuck me over, you cross me, you're dead to me, we're done. There's no second chances in my book. Once we're done, we're done. And so, like, that's just made my life easier. Because I'm tired of having to make decisions for other people. Like, fuck that.
One thing, too, I want people to understand is, like, if you ever meet any of us on, like, road, like, none of us are that rude that we're going to be like... But
I
I'm
mean,
saying rude in the
speak for
sense where it's,
yourself.
like, when you're trying to be, like, overly friendly, like... When, like, almost like when, you know, when someone's trying to pick you up and they're like, don't touch me.
Yeah, no.
I don't know
Never
you.
touch
Don't do that. That's what I mean when I say
6
you're a
inches of
stranger.
space
And you know
all
you're a
times.
stranger. Like, don't overboard yourself. Because,
Yes.
like, if someone just comes in, they're like, hi. Like, if someone were to come to me was like, or come to you was like, hey, I heard you on a podcast. You're not going to be like,
No.
you know what I mean?
No.
Like, I don't want that to come across because it's not like that. But it's more when people are being overly exert and they are a stranger. It's like, you need to chill. Like, I don't know you. Like,
Exactly.
we don't know each other like that. So, I don't know. That's just how my thought process on it. But yeah, we'll definitely do another one
We
because
need a part 2 on this.
yeah,
Yes.
because again, there's very different realms. So like we've identified the differences, but now I think we need to go more in on each individual, like in
Yes.
each individual topic. Because like you said, like a lot of people don't actually know the difference, and you need to figure it out. Like it's 2020. We're in a new decade.
Get your shit
You're
together.
getting older. Yeah, get your shit together.
There's more shit in the world trying to kill us. So figure it the fuck out.
Oh yeah, we got to do another podcast. We all almost caught Corona, but we'll talk about that another day.
Not me.
Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant.
Yes, rest in peace, Kobe. We literally found out the day after we recorded last time. And it was like we were all hyped and so excited about recording, and then the very next day we were like, damn. Like
Shit really just hit
it
the
got
fan.
so gloomy the day after. Like it was so sad. But you know, rest in peace to Kobe Bryant. Everyone that was on that plane, his daughter Gigi. And obviously shout out to Vanessa Bryant and the entire family, because that's difficult to handle.
To all the families.
Yeah, to all
Yeah.
the families, like, because there are other families that had like, there's a family that
Altobelli
lost 3
family.
people.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
a family that lost 3 people too.
Mom,
Both,
so
both parents and a
both
sibling.
parents and a sibling. So definitely like don't forget about those guys. Keep them in your prayers still. Don't and actually pray about them. Don't forget. But yeah, we'll definitely do another video about this. Again, it's 2020, guys. Start cutting off the people and weeding people out and putting them in those categories. Don't go through another decade in the unknown. But thanks so much for being a part of this podcast, guys. We will come back to you again. Again, we post every single Thursday. Don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Follow us on Instagram at Sincerely Millennials. Website is www.sincerelymillennials.com. Again, we'll link everybody's personal, accounts below. And yeah, you can catch us on YouTube, Spotify, and iTunes. See you guys next time. Sincerely, Millennials.
Peace.